got another important topic to talk about today. And some of you guys may be realizing this. Some of you guys may see this, right? And you're not the only one that sees this, because we're going to talk about it today, right? And you can see from the title. When it comes to entertainment and movies today, it seems like there's always some kind of agenda, right? Now, the agenda depends on what the media or whatever the people in power want to facilitate to a society of people, right? I got to take you here to take you there, right? So, in Nazi Germany, right, they figured out that they had to do propaganda to get people to buy into killing of the Jews, right? So they would put movies on. They would put little screenwrites on. They would put little comics out. Everything that they could to demonize these groups of people. So whenever they did what they were doing to them, the German society thought it was acceptable, right? This is why movies are the modern day propaganda, right? This is why entertainment and what you look at is always influencing your subconscious mind at all times, right? Whether you realize it or not, this is a big problem. This is a big issue, right? So, what agendas are being pushed in today's societies, right? Well, the biggest agenda that we can all see is the masculine into the feminine, right? The feminist society, the feminist agenda, right? And you see this with every Marvel movie, every superhero movie. It seems like they kill the man off, or the man gives his powers to the woman, or the woman beats up the man, like that's realistic, right? To get his powers, right? People are overthrowing the original concepts of comics, the original concepts of all these different things, right? Just to please the feminine audience, right? And at this point, sorry about the train, guys. I live by the train. It is what it is. But they constantly push this agenda, right? And if you're a person like me, you get it the first couple movies, you're like, okay, but if every movie now is like that, what agenda are they trying to push, right? And the agenda is women are stronger than men. Now, in reality, we all know this is not true, right? They know it's not true, right? But if you raise a kid, right, and you present him movies where men constantly get beat by women, he's gonna grow up to believe that women are better than him. Now, why am I talking about this, right? It seems like I'm bitching about something that's really not a big issue, right? You're like, so I'm sure some of the women in the comments will be like, well, you know, we've never had movies like this ever in society, so you should just let it pass, Miles. Right? You should just let it go. What's the big deal? Well, this is the problem, right? Because these things are promoting simps, right? Men that submit to women, men that submit to leadership of women, men that do whatever women say, right? Now, if you ask that same woman that's saying that she agrees with what's going on and she likes what these movies are promoting, right? If you ask that same woman, does she like a simp? She'll be like, no, I don't like a simp. I want a man to be a man. Well, won't you, like I said, the movies are propaganda, right? Wouldn't you want strong propaganda from the male audience to be the man he's supposed to be, to show masculinity displayed on the screen, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something, and this has been true for ages. right? If you go back and study and you go back and read books, right? Simp cultures of men get easily conquered when it comes to fighting in wars, right? Go back and look at the story of Jezebel. She influenced and got power from a simp king. He started following orders from her. And what happened to that kingdom? The king got killed and herself got killed, right? So they've been warning you about this stuff for ages now, right? So what's the conclusion, right? We need to promote, just how we promote women to be strong women, we need to promote the men to be strong men, right? The traditional roles of both need to be displayed, right? On a consistent basis, right? Because this is what's going on, right? The roles are confused, right? The women are more ambitious. The women are, studies have came out, they're bigger than guys now. This generation of guys has the lowest testosterone ever in the history. Guys are skinnier now. Guys are fatter. They're lazy. They're not very ambitious, right? So if you're a woman, if you're a good woman out here with traditional values, who the hell are you going to date if this is the men you had to pick from? Right? You're not going to find a good person to date. You're going to have to settle or share a high value person, right? Whatever they want to call it, alpha, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? So we need to go back to promoting masculinity and the men to be men, right? Put that in the media, right? So we don't have all these goofy issues going on in society, right? Because whether you realize it or not, society is collapsing. And if we get this way within the next, I would say 2030, it's going to be permanent and it's going to collapse eventually. Right? Right? This is just one thing that's contributing to the whole. This is just one log in one of the many logs being thrown on the fire, right? Of collapsing society, right? And it's getting to the point where I don't even want to go to the movies anymore. Because I know in some way they're going to fit this agenda in there some way. Right? But we got to keep fighting. We got to keep doing what we can do. But that's my video for today, guys. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Share the video, like the video. And we're out, man. Yeah, out.